Hi Sagittarius. Okay, I'm going to choose 2 cards for awareness of the week. Okay, so we have the Hierophant, Major Arcana, and this Hierophant is a card that is speaking towards toward the conventions of society, the expectations for how groups think, and the things that we do, and the institutions of society as well, and the traditions. So we're talking about churches, we're talking about higher education, certain professions. So this week for you, what you're going to be aware of is you're going to be aware of these entities that perhaps play a bigger role in what you're doing in your day-to-day life. So maybe you are looking at colleges or working with experts perhaps, because you can see this figure here looks like he has disciples listening to him. He has a sense of expertise, and he has people who agree with what he is sharing. So you also may be talking to someone who you consider to be an expert. It could be someone at work or at school or at your church. But with the Hierophant, there's a couple things. It's just a matter of following the conventions. You know, we think about marriage. This could be something thinking about marriage. It could be thinking about other church-related milestones or celebrations, or other passageways, graduations, things that we include as part of the way that we live within society. So something related to the structure of society, whether that is through religion or through education or even politics to a degree. There's a lot here. It's about how the group thinks. How are you fitting within how groups of people, clubs, social clubs perhaps, you know, what's everybody doing? What are they thinking? So then we have the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles, this earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. And he's sitting on his throne, and he's covered with grapes and abundance and greens. He's got his pentacle, and he is successful. He has earned a level of material comfort that pleases him. And he is also fair, smart, capable, a multitasker, able to do well with investments, to do well with looking toward the long view when it comes to managing resources, managing time perhaps, taking advantage of getting perhaps graduate degrees or the certifications necessary. They're going to help make him more money or more status. But the King of Pentacles is thinking, he's planning, he's preparing, working on his budget, working probably on his 5-year plan. So for this week, you may be thinking about your 5-year plan. You may be thinking about how to improve where you are right now. And that just may be on your mind. Ooh, let's get some more information here. Let's see what we have for guidance. Okay, so we have the Two of Swords, and with the Two of Swords, we see this woman sitting on her bench, and the blue waters behind. It doesn't quite look still, but she's out by the water. She's got the swords crossing her heart, and she's blindfolded. She's dressed in gray. There's a lot of gray here, and so when we see these air signs like swords, we get a sense that potential adversity or problems. This is also a 2 card, and a 2 goes toward decisions. And decisions, having a tough time making a decision. She's blindfolded. This may be something that you feel that you're torn between 2 sides, from 2 different positions that you can't quite get a beat on or get a handle on. And so covering your heart. Maybe you're not letting things come in. You're not letting the light or other advice come in. And by the same token, maybe nothing is going out as well. You might just feel stuck and that you don't want to deal with having to make a decision or having to take an action at this time. And it's just simply the timing is not right. At some point, the timing will be right and you strip off the blindfold and then you're able to move forward. But with this card, there's a sense here that you're just at a crossroads perhaps, and you're just not sure of which path to take, which decision to make. You might need more information. You may need to talk to someone to help you. Talk to someone like a Hierophant who is can provide good counsel. Talk to someone who's an expert in finances or skill sets that you may require, like a King of Pentacles. So then we have the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is a card of communication, and it's a card of activity. Things are moving, things are hopping, and it could be that projects are coming to a close or you're starting new projects. And so you might have to make some quick decisions. There's a lot of movement with this card. There's a lot of swiftness. And so sometimes this can suggest that you have to make a decision really quickly. But here, you may be a little challenged to do so. You may not feel that the timing is right. This card speaks to communication. So in addition to the decision piece to the Two of Swords, this Wand card can talk to emailing, phone calls, faxes, text, whatever it may be, of getting in touch. And if you need more information, then this card could be telling you to make the call, get in touch, get what you need so that you can do what you need to do. So now I'm going to choose two cards for possible outcome. So interesting, more Pentacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is here's Earth sign, again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. He's sitting on his horse, he's out in his fields, and he's looking at the land, and he's holding on to that pentacle. So we're holding on to the pentacle here. We're holding on to the pentacle with the King of Pentacles. So the idea of resources and finances and money is something that is important to you this week. And you are trying to figure out a way perhaps to increase your money, to make it safer, to make it grow. And the Knight of Pentacles is very studied. He's slow moving, but hardworking, loyal, a planning type. That's going to sit down and write everything down perhaps, make all the calls, do all the research, look up all the details before making decisions. And so, again, the King of Pentacles, which is expertise when it comes to money, finances, growing comfort at home. Here, there's this other card here where this seems to be something that you're aware of. The focus on your resources, perhaps on your money this week. Planning. You may need to stick to a budget. You may need to write to someone maybe to get money back, but there's something here that is where you're really thinking about it and you're taking the time necessary to think about it. And it may involve that maybe you have to make a decision about a large sum or some amount of money that just makes you uncomfortable and perhaps not ready to deal with it right now. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. And in the Five of Pentacles, you see the hard luck couple. They are walking by the structure here with the stained glass pentacles in the windows, so they don't even notice that there's help behind them because they're really focused on what their situation is, which is struggling. Sense of a lack here. There's also, we could say, poverty consciousness with this card. So you may be trying to prevent with the Knight of Pentacles, you may be trying to prevent having a situation of loss, of losing money or something valuable to you. And this could also be on another literal level that could be maybe you're going to be under the weather, or you're tired, you're exhausted, and you could use some rest, you could use some support. When we see the Five of Pentacles, we may say poverty consciousness. We may also feel that you're not getting the support that you need, feeling left out in the cold. But really, if you look closely, they don't notice because they're very focused, and that's what happens when you don't feel well. Or if you feel that things are really, if you're in a pickle, if you're in a hard place, that's where your focus is. It's hard to see that help is out there. You have to kind of stop and change your mind, and you can get better from here. It's a minor arcana card. It's not going to break you. It's something that you can get past. So interesting week for you, Sagittarius. Let's get a little more information. This is an oracle card. This will be a practice area or meditation point. Cloak of Wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. And that's a pretty powerful message. You already know the answer to what you seek. You may know the truth here. You really may know it, but you are afraid to make that decision, or you're simply not ready to. And maybe before you do, you need more planning, and you need to feel maybe that you need more support from these conventional sources, the King of Pentacles or the Hierophant. Interesting. So let's get some information with respect to emotional self or spiritual self. And this is nature. This is a time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. Your mind, body, and soul need nourishment, energy, revitalization, and strength. Nature has much to offer, so take this time to connect and spend some quality time outdoors, and particularly to rejuvenate, revitalize, to restore energy. Lack of energy in this card, lack of, simply a lack. And nature has restorative properties, so take time this week to go for a walk outside, maybe have lunch outside, go for a drive with the windows down, but really soak in nature, the sun, and fresh air. And finally, I'm going to choose a card for love, and we will see the messages for love for you, Sagittarius, this week.